Let's try the snails. I'm not really a fan, but... Chang, answer me a question. I was reading on the internet that here in Korea, people eat dog, but I didn't see anything. Is it still eaten? Yes, it's still eaten. Let's try some street lobsters here in South Korea, but basically it's a mollusk. The moment of truth. Let's try it. Let's see how this squid tastes. They just gave me my duck skewer and I don't know if you can see on camera how juicy it is. I mean, it's still dripping. Hello, hello, how are you, you crazy travelers? Those chubby travelers. This time we're going to try Korean street food. And we came to Myeongdong, a street in downtown Seoul that's especially known for all its street stalls. So get ready to see a lot of food. For those who don't know us yet, I'm Valeria Izada and I'm Emmanuel Vieira, and together we are Dos Locos de Viaje. And we won't be doing this video alone, we'll also be doing it with the great Chang. You probably saw him in the previous video, so he can help us translate a bit. Yes, of course. Let's get started. What's the first dish? Alright, let's try the exquisite stuff. We're going for the snails. Snails. Okay, let's do it. Let's see how it is. There's a bit of everything here. Let's try it all. In this place, we'll sample various dishes. We start with a fish broth, followed by... Next, the gentleman prepares the snails. And finally, this comes, which is like a rice cake and a spicy Korean sauce. Let's see how it is. Okay, first let's try this rice cake. Let's see how it is. Whoa, it looks like... Like it's chewy, whoa, it's spicy, but... It's super spicy, but really good. At first glance, the Italian pasta looks like a penis, but it's actually filled inside. Actually, it's more like a little tube of dough and the pasta is kind of like rice, so it's not that soft, it's actually pretty chewy. This dish cost us 5,000 won, which is about $3.75. Now let's try the fish broth. And it's really good. It tastes a lot more like seafood than fish, and there's nothing inside, just the broth. But isn't it really good? They tell us that especially in winter, people have this broth because of how cold it gets here on the streets of Seoul. Really good. And finally, let's go with the snails. If you come up to this food stall, the plate of snails costs 15,000 won, roughly $12. But we told them we just wanted to try a little bit, and they said the least they could sell us was 10,000 won, which is about $7. Seems affordable to me. Let's grab a couple here with the sauce it comes with. I'm going to try it. I'm not a big fan of snails, but... It's very tough. But no, it doesn't have such an intense flavor. I mean, I think I'm going to try one without the sauce to see how it is. Because the sauce is good, but... Yeah, the snail by itself doesn't have much flavor, but with the sauce, they're good. I'm not a big fan, but they're good. We were looking for white mortadella, and what we found was lobster. But bad joke. We're going to try street lobsters here in South Korea. Look, this delicacy is already done, as you can see on the grill. It's a little lobster, they put butter and cheese on it, then they gratin it and finish it off with a spicy sauce. And I think a little powdered parsley or something like that. But look how amazing this lobster turned out. We're about to try it and we'll let you know how it is. This little lobster cost us 20,000 won, which is about $15. Look at the size of it, compare it to my face, and honestly I have no idea how I'm going to eat it with some chopsticks, but let's see how it goes. Langostica. It's just way too good. Do you know how it tastes like that little torching the girl was doing with that blowtorch before handing it to me? The toasted, slightly burnt flavor really comes through. And honestly, the sauce on top doesn't taste spicy at all. Let's try just the cheese by itself. This lobster is incredible. It passed the test. It passed the test.
And we ran into each other while walking. With these little coins, which are shaped like pancakes, they're 10 won, which is the lowest denomination coin here in South Korea. And they told us that the dough is crunchy and inside it's filled with cheese and custard, so it has a flavor that's kind of sweet and salty. Let's try it. This really catches my attention, not the snails. I haven't tried the custard yet, but the dough is fluffy and tastes good. I'll get to the custard in a moment. I loved it. I love that you can taste the cheese. It's amazing.
It's kind of good. It's kind of good.
And right next to it, we found a stand that sells Oreo churros. It's the first time I've ever seen this in my life, so of course we're going to order one. Now I'm going to order my churro in Korean. Pay attention so you can repeat it later. Churro 하나 주세요. I think I said it right. Churro 하나 주세요 means one churro, please. We'll order the churro. Only two options. Plain churro, which costs 4,500 won, which would be about $3. Or with ice cream, but well, ice cream is pretty basic everywhere in the world. So to avoid getting too full, how do you say thank you? He thought I was going to run off with the churro, so we paused to pay him because no, we don't want to take a churro for free. I'm going to try it. They gave me like a creamy sauce. They sprinkle cinnamon on it and it's really good. And the cream is delicious. Does it taste like Oreo cream? Very tasty.
Now we arrived at a little stand where they have grilled shrimp with some sauces that I honestly don't recognize. They have something resembling a clam or giant mussel, though I'm unsure what exactly it is. And that's exactly what I'm going to order because I like to try weird, different things. Look, it's just as expensive as the lobster. $15 for a little plate of this. I really hope I like it because if I don't, I hate paying a lot for something I don't like. This is called abalone in English, and when we were looking for the translation in Spanish, it said abalone, the same thing. In essence, it's a mollusk. Supposedly, it's like an oyster, because that's what the seller was telling another tourist. I'm not sure. If you know the answer, please comment below. Let's try it. Here it looks very, very soft, and this is the sauce. Let's see how it is. Okay, I don't know if I put too much sauce on it, but all I could taste was the sauce, so now I'm going to try it by itself. This little bit right here cost me $15. I also read online that it's a very exquisite dish in Asian culture and that it's very expensive. Let's see. Okay, to be honest with you, it doesn't taste like anything to me. Without the sauce, it doesn't taste like anything at all. I mean, I feel like I'm eating with my nose plugged. I don't know what Asians see in this dish, at least without the sauce. It didn't pass the test, especially because it was just like the lobster. Would I have bought another lobster? This is super hot. It's grilled squid with some Korean sauces, which honestly, I don't know if they're spicy or barbecue. Or who knows what, because it doesn't specify on the sign. It cost me 10,000 won, which is about $7.5. And I've realized that the food in this place is way too expensive. I mean, I feel like I'm in a street food market, not in Europe, not in Asia. And Chan was telling me that this street is very, very touristy. In fact, Koreans don't come here to eat as much as they used to. I mean, the recipes are traditional and you can get really good street food, but it's mostly for tourists. And when I asked if there was a street where Koreans go or where you could get street food, he told me no. I mean, at least not where you can find such a variety of food on the same street. That's why we decided to keep filming in this place, even though we've already spent about $50 and we're not even halfway through. The moment of truth, let's try it and see how this squid tastes. Wow, this is really good. It's honestly amazing. The sauce was like a bit of spicy garlic and parsley, which I think is what it has on top here. Well, this is wonderful, honestly. I think it's my favorite dish out of all the ones I've tried so far on the streets of Myeongdong. Right now, we're going for these pork belly rolls with kimchi, cheese, and onion. I have to put the money in a trash bin, like you see here. And I think it's great so they don't touch the money while they're cooking. Look how spectacular this looks right here. This is sweet, this is spicy, okay? All right, let's see. This looks kind of like sushi. I mean, they give it to you like in rolls. Whoa, but it looks really hot. Let's wait, here we go. This is so good, wow. I mean, tell me, what combination of bacon or pork belly chopped up like this with some easy melt cheese doesn't turn out great? The kimchi has a subtle flavor, unlike the Korean barbecues we've tried that give it a more intense or spicy touch. Here, it's very, very subtle, and obviously it also has some green onion which gives it an amazing touch. I really loved it. This dish cost 10,000 won, which is $7.5.
What is this called in different countries? I know it's hojoto, corn.
Corn cob?
And here, how do you say hot milk? Very similar to our hojoto. Is it time to try it? It doesn't taste like anything. Like nothing. Not like butter, not like corn, like nothing. I'll eat it anyway.
Right now I ordered some chopped meat with some veggies. And you might say, but what's so special about Korean meat? Well, it's considered one of the best in the world. Just like Japanese Kobe beef in Korea, there's a very special meat called Hanu, and it's even more expensive than imported meat. That means it's more expensive to buy meat produced here than to bring it from abroad. Can you imagine that? We're about to find out if it's really as delicious as they say, and I'll tell you about the dish. It cost me 15,000 won, which is about $12.5. Look, I feel a little disappointed even before trying it because in the picture it had some carrots and some potatoes, something orange and something white. And they just gave it to me with some noodles underneath. They put a little bit of teriyaki sauce on it, but well, we're here to try the meat, not the vegetables, so I'll tell you how it is. I feel like I can break down the meat just by pressing it against the roof of my mouth with my tongue. It's really tender, although I think I messed it up by letting them put sauce on it. Teriyaki sauce, because you can really taste the teriyaki sauce in a dominant way. But still, it's really, really good. Let's see how the veggies are. With some meat, top notch, really, really top notch. Let's see what he thinks. A little bit.
Meat.
Very tender, right?
But without a doubt, you can't really taste the meat because of the sauce. But it's really good, really good.
Look, this is a self-service. You grab your tray, take some tongs, and pick up these rolls that look like sushi, but they're actually a Korean style. In fact, this one, which is one of the most traditional, is filled with meat, and it's just nori, the seaweed, and a little bit of rice with meat. I paid 6,000 won for 6 pieces, which is about $4.5, so it's about $4.5. So I'm going to try, well, these meat ones. Let's try them. One tuna one here. Let's try a cheese one. And one more, a kimchi one. Why not? And I don't know what this is, but it's called spam. Spam from videos of 2 crazy travelers. Watch and keep following this video, then continue watching related videos. Hand the clam back over here. And well, I guess with my hand, because what else? With a toothpick? With a toothpick? With a toothpick, with hands too, with hands too, with hands too. This is way too good. This contains ground meat and some rice. Let's see, this one was tuna. That's great, that's great. If you visit Korea, you must try this dish, which is very popular. It's absolutely delicious here. And here I am, practicing my fluent Korean. Don't think that Chang is the one telling me everything. Thank you. It cost me 8,000 won, which would be $6 for a duck skewer. They also sell chicken and pork. But I said, let's try the duck skewer, which is the rarest or most different of the 3. They just handed me my duck skewer, and I don't know if you can see on camera how juicy it is. I mean, it's still dripping. I don't know if it's the oil, the fat, but it looks delicious. They also told me there's a barbecue sauce, a spicy sauce, and a super spicy sauce. Obviously, I'm going to try 1, 2, and all 3, but first I'll try it without sauce to see how it is. I have a new favorite in this street food. The duck fat is so juicy, no, and the meat has so much flavor just like this without any sauce or anything. No, really, it's my favorite of all. Incredible, really. I can't explain to you how good this duck is. May God help me. No, spicy, good. It's not as crazy as I thought. Really good. Absolutely recommend the duck in Korea. Friends, we've walked down the entire street and the food was delicious, but this isn't the end of the video. We still have to try a typical dish in Korean restaurants. Xiang, answer a question for me. I was reading on the internet that here in Korea people eat dog, but I haven't seen anything like that. Is it
still eaten? Do people still eat dog meat here? Can it be sold legally? There are even restaurants that sell dog meat. Normally, they don't call it dog meat, but they call it bojintang. Bojintang is a soup made with dog meat. I haven't tried it yet. I've been in this country for 6 years, but I still haven't had the desire to try it. But in the future, maybe. But right now, I say no, I don't want to try it.
no, really crazy? I think that's where our limits are. I'm sure Valerie wouldn't try dog, and I wouldn't either. In fact, about 6 years ago, on my first trip to Southeast Asia, I saw how they filleted a dog in Vietnam in a local market, and it hurt me. So I don't think I would eat dog. I mean, I don't think I could even record it because it would hurt me a lot. But in these restaurants, it's not like you see the dog hanging or anything.
But there is a market. I've seen there are several places where you can see the dog filleted, dead. The legs, the whole body, without the head. But there's another interesting place south of Seoul where the dogs in cages, where you can go say, give me this one, and take it home with you. They also offer a service where they chop and cut it for you to take home.
You mean like where they raise the dogs?
Exactly, yes, because here in Korea they raise dogs just for that, for consumption.
Yes, no, as far as I know, the dogs that are for consumption aren't like domestic dogs or strays.
They're a different breed of dog that people here in Korea know about, right? They have them, don't they? But look, that's because in Korea there used to be a lot of hunger, a lot of poverty, so Koreans kind of chose that option. People also think that's medicinal for them because they say it helps them recover many aspects of their health, that it makes people very healthy. In Korea, young people don't eat dog soup, and maybe people in their 40s or 50s don't eat it either. However, grandparents and elderly people are the ones who mostly eat that kind of food. But currently, the First Lady, the wife of the current president in Korea, is doing everything possible right now to get rid of all that. To completely eliminate the sale of dogs from the country.
It's a tradition that's practically coming to an end.
That
They are promoting for it to end.
for it to end, yes, in Korea.
It seems to me
Very
good. So, well, man, let's continue with this tour and keep trying Korean food. Definitely not dog. And we've arrived at paradise. All food, look at this beauty. That's it. Korean barbecue is our favorite food in all of Asia. And this particular restaurant is all you can eat. That means you can choose the type of meat. Pork, chicken, beef, and different cuts of beef. And then you can repeat as many times as you want, but you have to cook it yourself. Look at this, all you can eat. How beautiful.
This all-you-can-eat restaurant has 3 options. The first one is unlimited pork and chicken, and it also includes rice, noodles, and drinks. Just basic drinks, no alcohol.
The second is chicken, and the third is chicken and pork.
So you have a reference for prices. The most expensive one costs about $13 per person, and it's all you can eat. You can eat as much as you want, which we think is great. But I do feel like I'm going to leave here smelling like a grill because the smoke really builds up and it smells a lot like barbecue.
Here is everything you can serve yourself. This is kimchi, which is basically like fermented cabbage, but it's really good with Korean barbecue. Over here, you have a little salad with avocado. You also have noodles and some other things that honestly, I don't really recognize. Over here they have salads, and here there's rice. And on this side is where all the delicious parts of the pork are. Look, here it is. It says like shoulder blade, like the shoulder part. Here is pork cheek meat, like the cheeks. There are pork chops. Honestly, I don't really know what this is. Over here, there's pork belly slice. Yeah. Wow, look at this. How delicious it is. Wow, even though it's kind of frozen, but look how amazing it is. Then over here, there's another cut that looks similar to bacon, but I'm unsure what it is. In addition to the unlimited menu for $13 or $14 that we paid for the food, we paid $8 for unlimited beers. In Japan, beers were one of the most expensive things we used to have, but here for $8 you can have unlimited beers. Yes, sir, cheers to that. And it's really good too. No way, that little girl is already an expert. Cutting the pork. Look at that happy face when she knows she's doing things like a pro. Because here we don't use knives, so what we use is a pair of scissors to cut the pieces of pork. And, well, then put them back to finish cooking. Look, normally, as you've seen, it's eaten with a lettuce leaf and you start filling it with things. But while searching, I found these other leaves, which honestly, I don't know what they're from. At first glance, it looks like a grape leaf, like my favorite Arab dish, garane, little rolls made of grape leaves. Honestly, I tore off a little piece and it has a minty smell to it. I'm not sure if it's mint, spearmint, or something similar. Either way, I'm gonna make myself a little taco. I don't know what you call this whole Korean barbecue setup. With this leaf. I grab a piece of pork and place it here like this. I'm gonna get a little bit of sauce over here, and I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of red pepper that I grabbed on top. Then I wrap it. It's a good combination, you know? Just like with mint and spearmint, something like that. Look, this is spectacular, and at this price, even better. Enjoy your meal. Now we came to try the fried chicken, and you might ask, is fried chicken street food in Korea, or is it traditional Korean food? Well, yes, I mean, Koreans love fried chicken so much that their culture almost revolves around fried chicken. On every corner, you find a fried chicken restaurant, and we couldn't miss trying them. They coat them in these sauces. I don't know if around here you see everything as crunchy and with sauce that you can see. The most traditional one is this one here, which is like with honey, a honey sauce. And then there's the second most traditional one, which is this one here, which is with garlic. And finally, there's another one over here, which is spicy, like with a Korean spice. But what I found strangest is that they don't usually serve fried chicken with absolutely anything, but with this, which is radish. And that's because to get rid of the repetitive taste of a basket of fried chicken, they eat a radish that's quite bitter or kind of pickled. Consuming them neutralizes the taste, resets their palate, and allows them to enjoy fried chicken again. I'm going to try a little bit of each one, and I'll tell you how it is. How good it is. So this is the garlic one. Honestly, it's not that crispy on the outside, but it's very, very juicy on the inside. It's similar to Arturo's Venezuelan chicken, though not as burnt. Definitely distinct. For example, a KFC has a coating with a lot of cereals and various ingredients. And in the end, actually, the super crust here, no, here, the crust is thin. Let's try the honey one. Wow, this is amazing. Because the chicken is kind of salty on the inside, but super sweet and crispy on the outside. Honestly, top notch. Before trying the last one, I'll try a radish. Let's see how it is. I'm not a big fan of this root vegetable. I don't really know what a radish is, but oh well. this is really good. Okay, do you know what radish tastes like? Like the shredded chicken salad, Arturo. I mean, does it taste like mayonnaise? With the little salad, the one with carrot and cabbage. I expected a sour or flavor cutting taste, but the radish is really, really good. I mean it, I swear. All right, let's try the last fried chicken, because you know that?
The real girl really likes fried chicken. The real girl. She likes fried chicken. The real girl, but...
She is a real girl and...
I like fried chicken, the beautiful girl. And it feels like this. An Asian spiciness, because it has like a touch of soy sauce, or does it taste kind of like spicy sushi? I don't know if it has a hint of wasabi or something like that. Honestly, I don't know what kind of spicy seasoning they use, but it's really hot and the flavor is very, very Asian. I love it. We keep trying food and we keep showing it. Okay, it got out of hand. You've seen everything we've eaten today and we emptied those 3 baskets of chicken, okay? That's where the Galician's shame was left. A lonely and helpless little wing. But look at all these bones. We'll obviously keep trying more. On our street food tasting journey, we came across...
If you watched Squid Game, do you know what this is about? It's like a little sugar cookie, and the idea is to take out the shape without breaking it, or... I mean, without breaking the shape, and we picked the umbrella because it's the hardest shape.
And now we're going to compete to see who can get more out, because I don't know if we'll be able to get it out whole. Exactly.
Lose a lot, or whoever breaks the cookie first loses.
I like that better. I think it's going to be easier.
Exactly. Okay, let's do it. May the worst one lose. I mean, may the best one win. He can't even try to stick the little toothpick in.
How violent. Let me see if I can do it. It's good.
The cookie is really good. Really good?
The trick in the series? It was to lick it so it would soften, and then you use the stick. Let's see if it works. Here I am licking the cookie.
I'm gonna see if I can get the other half out, at least. So I won't be such a loser.
Okay, here I go, here I go.
Look at everything I had taken out up here.
I think I'll start like this first.
You have to be very patient and lick a lot. Is it really good, isn't it?
I got farther than you.
It's too rough. We keep trying. Right now, we came to a pretty typical Korean restaurant with Chang, the Venezuelan Korean, who has been with us these days, his girlfriend, and his Korean friends. So what do we have here? They dry it and...
Then they heat it, and then they
heat it?
put it to heat with embers.
Okay, and what are these sauces made of? This is like mayonnaise, right?
This is mayonnaise.
This is spicy.
This is gochujang, a Korean paste called gochujang. A Korean paste called gochujang. Another one.
Thing, and I
Mix them.
chisbol. Okay, well, let's try this fish, which honestly looks a bit strange, okay? It looks like you have to chew it first.
That's usually what Koreans eat because I think they can't just drink beer by itself. They always have something like this, something dry, but usually they eat a lot, right? In Korea, and the chai cha 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 has it. There are several, like the first round, second round. So they eat out a lot. At another restaurant, they eat good food, and this comes here kind of for the end. To finish off and keep drinking and all that, so they eat something very cheap and simple, which is something like this.
Okay, how much did this fish cost?
2001 is like...
$1.50. Let's try it with the red sauce to see how it tastes.
What?
It's like, I thought it would be more unpleasant because it looks weird, but it doesn't taste that bad. I mean, it's fish, but the flavor isn't that strong. It smells worse than it tastes, but it's good. And now a little cheese ball trying to be small but more. No, just kidding.
It is
It's sweet. It's like with cream cheese, but with sugar, it is.
totally sweet. Eat.
My friends, with this beautiful view towards the Somun Church, which is at the end of Myeongdong Street, I'm going to end this video. We really ate a lot, not just street food, but also typical food restaurants where a lot of Koreans go, and literally not a single tourist goes there. I really love making this video. I know I gained a couple of kilos and lost a few dozen dollars, but I really enjoyed it.
I hope you liked it too, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a comment.
Which dish caught your attention the most, and leave a big like. See you in the next video.